talk was definitely worth the money. You know how they was like, yo, would you take the talk or the money? It was definitely worth it. He was just saying, you know, like, to believe in yourself and just always, like, follow, like, what's in your heart. Like, not what no one else is saying or anything. Just do what's in your heart.
So your advice would be, say no to the 500 grand and take the dinner with Hov.
Definitely take the dinner with Hov.
Do you think so?
For sure.
Remember when Christian Combs released that controversial song mocking the feds? The very next day, a video surfaced of Diddy getting physical with Cassie. It seems like King Combs hasn't learned from that incident, as he's now making waves by threatening to expose Diddy's industry associates, including Jay-Z and Beyonce. Honestly, part of me wants Christian to expose everyone involved, but I can't ignore how reckless he's being. His father is staring down a lengthy prison term, and Christian himself is dealing with a serious lawsuit, with the alleged victim providing audio evidence to support her case. Meanwhile, Jay-Z and Beyonce have been keeping a low profile. Jay-Z hasn't made any public appearances since Diddy's properties were raided in March. Beyonce has been making waves with her new country album and hair care line, but the internet never forgets. People are now unearthing various connections between the Carters and Diddy. What insights does Christian have about Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship with his father? Are the Carters the next to face public scrutiny? Diddy is on the brink of facing formal charges, with the proceedings set to unfold in just a few days. CNN has exclusively reported that a grand jury has been convened for Diddy's case, and federal authorities are gearing up to issue subpoenas for witness testimonies. According to CNN, several witnesses have already been alerted that they may be called to testify before a federal grand jury in New York City. A Homeland Security source disclosed to CNN that investigators are meticulously ensuring that the indictment is foolproof, suggesting that Diddy is in serious trouble. However, he might not be the only one implicated. His son Christian is also entangled in a lawsuit. Christian was initially mentioned in the lawsuit filed against Diddy by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones in February. Lil Rod claims to possess indisputable evidence of Christian Combs committing mistreatment against a young woman. Lil Rod hinted at further developments, noting in a footnote that a complaint related to the case would soon be filed. He wasn't wrong. A few months later, the alleged victim, Grace O'Marcaigh, lodged a 31-page lawsuit in the Los Angeles Superior Court, naming Christian and Diddy as defendants.
She alleges Diddy's son, King, became obsessed with her while she worked as a stewardess. She claims the yacht job had been advertised as family-friendly. She goes on to claim that while working, King pressured her to take a shot, which she suspected was spiked. She then alleges that King cornered her and tried to force her to give him but she fought him off.
According to O'Marcaigh's lawsuit, she was employed as a crew member and bartender on a yacht rented by Diddy and his family in December 2022. She claims the trip, initially presented as a wholesome family excursion, devolved into a hedonistic affair involving multiple former workers and other celebrities. O'Marcaigh claims that in the early hours of December 28th, Christian Combs coerced her into drinking a shot of tequila before allegedly mistreating her. According to the lawsuit, O'Marcaigh suspects the tequila might have been spiked. She has also implicated Diddy in her lawsuit, accusing him of liability and aiding and abetting. In response, Aaron Dyer, the attorney representing both Christian and Diddy, vehemently denied the allegations, calling the lawsuit a collection of fabricated lies and irrelevant details. He stated to CNN that he plans to seek the dismissal of these outrageous claims. This is reminiscent of Diddy's response to a previous lawsuit filed by Cassie, where he denied all accusations and accused her of seeking a quick payday. Additionally, the woman who claims to be Christian's victim presented an audio recording of the incident that occurred in a studio aboard Diddy's yacht. According to the transcript, which has been reviewed by multiple news outlets, the woman is heard saying, "Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to. If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Christian allegedly responds, "Listen, you and everybody in the crew." The woman then states she wants to leave the studio, noting that she is not even supposed to be there as part of the crew. Christian then asks her, "Who can I talk to? I'll say I requested you right now." The alleged victim responds, Well, for starters, you can take your hand off. Following this exchange, the woman alleges that Christian pressured her to take a shot, which she suspects might have been spiked. Given these accusations, one would expect Christian to keep a low profile. Instead, he chose to taunt the authorities in a diss track aimed at 50 Cent, defending his father and suggesting that when the feds raided their house, they should have checked the neighboring property, which is also owned by Diddy.
Didn't make sense. Wasn't a good idea. Wasn't a smart idea. I don't want everybody rushing out there to make a diss track and send the academics trying to catch the moment. And everybody, hip-hop is reactionary. So you see all the traction that people are getting by dissing, like it's instant. It's the new way to be instantaneous. So wait, I can hit this amount of streams just quick. I can gain this audience quick. So niggas just about to be beefing forever.
They're looking at it as what popped it off was diss records. Not knowing that, yo, you might could do the same thing if you just give them a dope ass record. But it's diss records that got us here. All right, cool. Let me go diss this nigga.
Well, yeah, but
follow the leader.
But part of a good diss record is picking the right person to diss.
Yes.
And I don't think that 50 Cent is the right person to diss today. I don't really think that's
ever.
Ever. Why do you want to diss somebody who will literally spend the rest of their life paying you?
The track is titled Pick a Side, and Christian takes aim at his father's industry friends for abandoning him. Don't make any U-turns because we aren't forgiving, he warns. He bluntly addresses those who switched sides, saying, "Suck my classy, right? Just like my dad." Christian then calls out 50 Cent for trolling Diddy, rapping, "When all they had was 50 Cent, who put this city on the map? Stop lying. Pop's been hated by many men, and that's fine. They're going to try to stop these M&Ms and die trying. Pull up to the south side. We're locked in and got ties. We don't care about blogs because we're really outside." That wannabe tough guy is seriously deluded, thinking he's some kind of gangster just because his dad's mansion got raided. And it gets even more absurd when Christian starts taunting the authorities in his music, boasting about when they raided both our places. Little did they know we owned the one next door, which they totally missed. But Christian's bravado backfired big time. Shortly after he released that awful track, CNN got hold of a damning hotel surveillance video showing Diddy getting physical with Cassie. This incident from 2016 aligns with some of the claims Cassie made in her lawsuit against Diddy filed last November.
So, as you guys know, P. Diddy has so many allegations against him, from sex trafficking to abuse to rape, just so many different allegations pinned against him. But now it's seeming like the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. His son, Christian Combs, has had some assault or sexual assault allegations pinned against him as well. So,
as other things,
among some other things.
Yeah.
What is going on with this family?
They're trying to take them down.
Yep. Gosh.
They're trying to take them down. They're trying to get them up out of here. They need somebody to use as an example. Unfortunately, it just happened to be the Combs family.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate.
It's not like we required this unsettling video to confirm our suspicions about Cassie, but it certainly seals the deal for Diddy. I'm not implying that the footage wouldn't have surfaced publicly had Christian Combs not provoked the authorities with that ill-advised song, but the timing is undeniably intriguing. Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard with a history in the NYPD, suggested that this release was a clear message from the authorities for Christian and his father to cease their games. Surprisingly, Christian Combs is still in the mix. Whether he spent his school days in the back of a short bus with a helmet or inherited a hefty dose of arrogance from his father remains uncertain. Nonetheless, rumors suggest he's now contemplating airing out the laundry of celebs who he believes deserted Diddy when he needed them most. And guess who's purportedly at the top of his hit list? None other than the esteemed Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Christian mentioned in a past interview that after seeking advice from his dad, Jay-Z is the first person in the industry he turns to. Jay-Z isn't just an acquaintance, he's more like a family friend. Christian even said he considers Jay-Z as an uncle. Diddy previously mentioned a similar sentiment, expressing that Jay is like family to him. He noted that apart from his mother, Jay is the only person permitted to call him by his legal name, Sean. Jay made no effort to conceal his friendship with Diddy. In fact, Diddy was a frequent guest at Roc Nation's annual brunches. When Diddy received the Lifetime Achievement Award from BET in 2022, Jay recorded a heartfelt message, highlighting how Diddy's perseverance inspired him to never accept no as an answer. As soon as Cassie's lawsuit emerged, Jay distanced himself from Diddy, acting as if he never knew him. He even canceled this year's Roc Nation brunch to avoid explaining to Diddy why he was no longer invited. This raises the question, is Jay one of the people Christian Combs referenced in his diss track when he said that everyone who switched up could suck his you-know-what? Rumor has it that Christian has reached out to his uncle, urging him to publicly support Diddy and threatening to expose him if he continues to ignore him. But if Christian is truly close to his Uncle Jay, he should know that Jay is notoriously self-serving, with a history of betraying friends to protect his own interests. Remember how Jay used to be best friends with R. Kelly? When Kelly got into legal trouble, Jay's PR team erased all traces of their friendship from the internet. Moreover, according to R. Kelly's former cellmate Ronnie Bo, Kelly believed Jay-Z had even tried to eliminate him. Check this out. It turns out that Jay-Z was among the financiers of the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, despite opting not to make an appearance in it. Ronnie Bo mentioned that Kelly still harbors some resentment towards his old friend for benefiting from his predicament. You might not be aware, but after that incident, R. Kelly ended up suing Jay-Z for $70 million. There were rumors and conversations suggesting that Dream Hampton, the executive producer of Surviving R. Kelly, was heavily involved. Dream Hampton is Jay-Z's ex-girlfriend, and it's well known that Jay-Z financed most, if not all, of her projects. R. Kelly believed that Jay-Z, even if unintentionally, played a significant role in the creation of the documentary, which he felt led to his downfall. Additionally, it's worth noting that various industry insiders have hinted at Jay-Z's possible complicity in R. Kelly's actions. For instance, in a recently resurfaced interview with Wendy Williams, Nas suggested that Jay-Z must have been aware of some of the disturbing behavior R. Kelly was involved in during that period. When Wendy proposed that anyone collaborating with R. Kelly back then likely witnessed something questionable and chose to ignore it, Nas highlighted that Jay-Z not only continued his association with R. Kelly, but even went so far as to release a joint album with him. This, Nas implied, raises the possibility that Jay-Z might have been complicit in even more egregious behavior, choosing to turn a blind eye. Nas implied that Jay-Z could have been involved in similar disturbing activities as Kelly, raising the possibility that Jay-Z might also have had a hand in Diddy's alleged crimes. While this remains speculative, it's hard to dismiss any possibilities when it comes to these individuals. It seems that Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian Combs, are eager to avoid the reputational damage their father is facing. They appear ready to reveal his alleged manipulative behavior. In case you missed it, both Justin and Christian have been implicated in a lawsuit against Diddy, with producer Lil Rod accusing them of being complicit in Diddy's actions and keeping things under wraps. As public backlash mounts, the brothers are finally speaking out about their roles in the recent controversy involving the music mogul. There are even rumors suggesting that Diddy might have coerced them into compliance. Reports suggest that Diddy has been throwing lavish parties since Justin and Christian were children, immersing them in his opulent lifestyle. Despite this, Diddy continues to face legal challenges. Although the controversy over serious allegations of mistreating women has subsided, his legal issues persist. A fresh lawsuit has surfaced, this time targeting producer Rodney Jones, who collaborated with Puffy on his latest album. Jones recounts numerous instances of mistreatment and alarming conduct during his tenure with Diddy. He asserts he was both a witness to and reluctantly involved in troubling incidents, but refrained from seeking legal recourse due to his boss's influential ties. Jones harbored a profound fear of Combs, feeling powerless to dissent. Combs, in turn, repeatedly emphasized his dominance within the music realm and his connections with law enforcement, instilling a sense of intimidation. Rodney leveled stunning accusations, asserting that Diddy admitted to a range of transgressions, from dalliances with fellow luminaries to employing manipulative schemes to bend others to his will. Adding an unexpected layer to the controversy, Rodney also dragged Diddy's own sons into the scandal, contending that they not only knew of their father's misdeeds, but actively joined in them. Rodney has come forth, alleging he observed both Justin and Christian involved in questionable conduct with women at gatherings hosted by Diddy. These accusations have prompted responses from Diddy, Christian, and Justin, all vehemently denying any wrongdoing. Diddy's legal representation has dismissed Rodney's claims, branding him a fabricator who seeks an unwarranted windfall through a $30 million lawsuit. They contend that Rodney's recounting of events is mere fiction, devoid of truth. Nonetheless, it appears that both Christian and Justin, feeling the pressure, are crafting their own statements, diverging from their father's intended narrative. It seems like they're gearing up to spill the beans on their own dad and collaborate with the authorities to vindicate themselves. You've really got to be stirring up some serious trouble because everyone seems to be feeling the pressure. It looks like we might be on the brink of some major revelations in the ongoing saga surrounding Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian Combs, and the current allegations against the music mogul. In the latest legal filing dated March 4th, Lil Rod unveiled fresh insights into a specific event unfolding in Los Angeles, implicating Diddy and his son, Justin. If you've been keeping up with the news, Justin's no stranger to trouble. Just last year, he found himself in hot water after a DUI arrest. But being the offspring of the renowned Sean Diddy Combs apparently comes with perks, as Justin managed to sidestep jail time, landing instead with a 3-year probationary sentence. It seems ill-advised for him to wade back into legal turmoil, especially considering the allegations swirling around his father. As Diddy and his legal team tirelessly discredit the accusations against his family, it appears that Lil Rod may have been truthful after all. Despite assertions from the music mogul's attorney that these claims are merely a desperate ploy for financial gain, Diddy isn't hastily retaliating with a defamation lawsuit against his producer. Christian and Justin find themselves navigating the same waters as their father, yet they've decided to chart their own course. Rejecting his shield of protection, they're determined to forge their path through the chaos. Insiders whisper of their resolve to break free, asserting their own innocence in the face of adversity. What sort of influence did he wield, or what knowledge did he possess to achieve such feats? It's said that Christian gravitated towards Diddy following the mysterious passing of his mother, the model Kim Porter. Given these circumstances, it's conceivable that he was immersed in his father's lifestyle from an early age, perhaps shaping his own actions. During a candid conversation on Hot 97, the up-and-coming individual delved into the profound impact Diddy has had on his life decisions. Speculations have swirled regarding Diddy's interactions with his sons, with previous accusations insinuating potential manipulation of their professional paths. Back in 2016, Christian inked a contract with his father's renowned label, Bad Boy, expressing his aspiration to venture into music, mirroring his father's trajectory. However, given the current allegations, Christian's statements may now be subject to reinterpretation, casting a shadow over his intentions. Insiders reveal that Diddy has always kept his sons close. While Christian and Justin's photos and names seldom made headlines, they reportedly spent ample time with their music mogul father. The recent lawsuit filed by Lil Rod sheds light on potential power dynamics within Diddy's circle, hinting at his strong influence over his sons. One commenter expressed disgust, referring to the situation as an island of demons, while another criticized Diddy for involving his sons in such a mess. In Justin's situation, there are indications that he might have been pressured into engaging in certain illegal activities, with Diddy possibly leveraging his wealth and influence to conceal his son's involvement. Justin appears to be the likely candidate, but even amidst his privileged lifestyle, rumors managed to leak out. One notable incident, highlighted in Lil Rod's recent complaint, involves Justin and his companion referred to as G during a studio session in California. According to Rodney, the incident occurred during a songwriter and producers camp organized by Diddy, attended by prominent individuals such as Diddy himself, his son Justin, and Justin's friend, identified only as Mr. G, described as a tall, 30-year-old African-American male. The lawsuit details a tense evening involving Diddy, Justin, and a certain Mr. G, where a heated conversation quickly escalated. According to Lil Rod's complaint, the trio moved their discussion to a restroom for privacy. Moments after entering, multiple gunshots rang out. When Diddy and Justin emerged, Rod allegedly discovered Mr. G's shot on the bathroom floor. Diddy purportedly instructed the producer to inform the police that he was not involved. Diddy reportedly gave strict orders to deny any involvement in the shooting and pressured Jones to fabricate a story, claiming that Mr. G was shot outside the studio in a drive-by incident. This isn't the initial instance of Diddy being tied to a dubious shooting incident. Once again, the witness's version of events contradicts the official account from the Los Angeles Police Department, as well as Diddy and his representatives' assertions. It appears that the music mogul perceives himself as having complete control over the system, believing he can evade any criminal repercussions, no matter how many firearms are involved. Rodney claimed that either Diddy or Justin had pulled the trigger, yet both chose to remain silent. Given their friendship, it's probable that they both approached Rodney afterward, offering a substantial sum to keep quiet. Surprisingly, no legal repercussions followed for Combs. Neither CNN nor Justin were present or aware of the incident until later, so it's unlikely they were interviewed by the police. However, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Lil Rod's allegations suggest a darker narrative, including Justin enticing Diddy to lure unsuspecting girls to their parties. Currently, there's significant scrutiny of his paternal responsibilities. From my standpoint, he never embodied the role of a father figure. It's clear that Diddy hasn't shielded his sons from his tumultuous lifestyle, but his overconfidence prevented him from realizing the collective consequences they could face. There's scarcely any discussion about the possible trauma Christian and Justin might have endured due to their father's purported behavior. Many find it hard to believe that these young men willingly participated in all of their father's alleged misdeeds. The internet is now grappling with the potential fallout of this situation following the eruption of lawsuits in the media. It appears that even Diddy's children are unwilling to remain loyal amidst this drama, as they seem content to disclose information about the man who raised them. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.